Alright, so today we will create one nice calculator by using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Here you can see we have this calculator. So you can do multiple operation, that means division, multiplication, subtraction, addition, this kind of operation you can do with this calculator, right? I'm going to create three files, index.html file for the HTML content, not a style.css file for the CSS style, then after finally script.js for the JavaScript, right? Okay, so I'm going to add HTML content. So I need to add all of these operators and this button inside my HTML content, and also one input field to show the output, right? Okay, so we'll create document type HTML document. So language will be English. So I'm going to zoom little bit up this one. So meta charset will be UTF-8 format. Meta viewport will be width equal to device width. So I'm going to give title for this website. Title will be basic calculator. Right, so inside the body section we'll add our HTML content. That means I'm going to create one division with the class name container. Inside this container class I'm going to add one input field with the type text, and ID will be result. I'm going to give title as a result. So we'll create one division with the class name button. Inside this class division I'm going to add multiple button for each and every element, right? So we have numbers, then after we have operators, be operation, right? So I'm going to open this in the live server. Then after we can see the live output here. Okay, now we have one input field. So I'm going to add button. So first button for the class will be clear button C. And after button with the class name operator, I'm going to add one operator which is division, multiplication and subtraction on the first line. Right, on the second line I'm going to add button number 7, 8 and 9. So here class name will be operator. I'm going to add one operator which is addition. Right, so then now we'll add 4, 5, 6 numbers. Button class will be a number. Four, 5, 6. Then after I'm going to add equal sign. Button class will be a number. We'll add equal sign, right? So now we need to add 3, 2, 1, right? So button class name will be number 1 1 2 3. Then I'm going to 0 and decimal place, right? So button class name will be a number, it will be 0. Finally we can add decimal place, class name will be a decimal dot for the decimal place. Right, so by using CSS we'll add style for this calculator, and I'm going to connect my script file here by using script. src will be ./script.js. Right, so we'll connect our style sheet also. It will be a CSS file with the name style.css. Okay, so we have successfully created our HTML content. We have clear, division, multiplication, subtraction, 7, 8, 9, addition, 4, 5, 6, equal, 1, 2, 3, 0, dot, simple, right? Okay, now I'm going to add some style to this one. First we'll remove default margin and padding for this element by using root element. Margin will be 0 and box sizing by default will be border box. Then after we have our calculator container. Here we have our container class, right? So container class, inside container class I have result ID, then after button, clear, operator number, decimal, right? This is our container. Then background color will be, I'm going to give as a padding will be 20 px on the all side. Then after maximum width will be 400 px for this calculator. Okay, repeat this one. And for this section we'll give margin, top and bottom will be 0, left and right will be auto, right? Order will be 1 px, solid, white, solid aqua, border, right? Alright, so 400 px, right? I'm going to give some shadow for this one, 0 2 px, 5 px, RGBA. So we'll set border into white. Okay, now you can see we have some box shadow around this calculator, right? So border radius we can give as 5 px. Then after from the top there will be a margin, top margin will be 50 px. Let's see, margin top will be 50 px, right? Alright, so inside the container class we have result attribute, that means this input field. So I'm going to make this as a read only because we need to show the output. It will be a read only input field, right? Now we can't enter any value here. So we have hash result for input field, width will be 100% and padding will be 10 px from the outside, font size I'm going to increase into 1.2 r element, root element size. Now we'll use 25px. Right, so there will be no border for this element, border will be none. And get some shadow, box shadow will be 0 to px, 5px, RGBA 0, 0, 0, 0.5 this time. So border radius will be 5px again for this import field. Then after we have this button, so we will add the style for each and every button by using button class, right? Inside the button class we have this different button. So display will be a grid, then grid template, columns will be, we need to repeat 4 columns in one frame like this, and there will be a grid gap, it will be 10px gap between these elements. So from the margin top will be 20px, right? Okay, now we can add style for this individual button. First I'm going to add the style for the, I'm going to add hover effect. When I hover, background color will become as BBB, font color will be black. Okay, so then after first we will add the clear button, that means C letter, background color will be red, font color will be white. So then after we have number class, and also we have dot decimal class. For both of these class, background color will be white and font color will be ash color, has tree. Then now we have operator. For this operator I'm going to give background color as 0007 7BF. Right, someone this time color will be white, right? Font color will be white. Then for the dot equals class, there will be a background color which is long green for the equal sign, and grid row I need to expand this into tree space. Dot symbol, this one grid column, it will take 2 columns, right? By using button element I am going to add the style. Padding will be 10px, font size will be 25px. Then after for the button there will be no border, border will be none, and I'm going to add some shadow. Box shadow will be 0 to px, 5px, black color 0, 0, 0, 0.3. Right, so now we have our calculator. We can add border radius also, will be 5px, and cursor will be point. Right, so now we have our nice calculator interface. Now I'm going to add some JavaScript to calculate the value. When I enter this button, when I click this button, need to show that value inside this element, right? So for that we can use JavaScript. I have already connected this file to my index.html file. Here you can see script.js. So constant will take the ID of all the button element will be document dot query selector all. By using button element we are getting the ID of all the button, right? Then constant input element, that means input field element, this one, document dot get element by ID is result. Get one variable, call it is equal 0, I less than element dot end. So we have it will collect 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so it will collect around 13 button, right? So 4 8 12 16 17 button. So then button element dot I value dot add event listener. When you click any of this button on that time, we are going to call the arrow function. Constant button value will be button element I dot text content. We'll take the text content, that means 7 8 9, this sign, multiplication division sign, these letters. So if button value equal to C on that time, if it is equal to capital C, on this time we can call clear result method. I'm going to create this method function, else if button value is equal to equal sign. If it is equal sign on that time, it will be calculate result. I'm going to calculate the result. Else we are going to append this value to the input field. Alright, so we will create this tree function clear result. So we have function clear result. On this function I'm going to make input element dot value will be empty. Then we have function calculate result. On this time input element dot value will be eval input element dot value. Alright, so finally we have function append value. So we are passing variable button value here, input element dot value will be plus equal button value. Right, for this I need to pass my button value as argument. And now we have our input field, so we are going to clear that input field value in 0. Multiply by 5, it will be this number, it will be subtract 1000. right? So I'm going to divide this by 5. So we are getting correct output, right? Here you can see we have successfully implemented this calculator. We can clear the values. So, and also we can see we are appending each number into the end of the previous one. You can divide this into different numbers. You can multiply. You can do the subtraction. So this one is working perfectly. So for this we use JavaScript function, this one. Then after this CSS style and this simple HTML code. So I will share this as a GitHub file. You can find the link in the description of the video. So then after you can practice this one using that code, right?